As most of you know, I really don't like Modern Warfare 2. No, not classic Golden Age Modern Warfare 2, I mean the newest one. I've made a video reviewing the game, reviewing Warzone 2 and the game's DMZ mode, and now with Season 2 of content coming out, I thought, might as well make a video on that, and who knows, maybe it'll hook me into playing again. So, in today's video, we're going to take a look at Modern Warfare 2's Season 2 and see if it's worth your time. Before we start, remember to subscribe. I post videos about video games on here, whether it's reviewing them or looking back on them, so if that interests you, then hit subscribe. Also, check out the second channel for variety gaming content. I've been posting a lot on there lately, so I'd really appreciate if you checked it out. And use code RatedEm for 10% off at w.gg, your home for a clean yet powerful gaming energy mix. Now let's get into the review. First, let's take a look at the roadmap so we know what we're getting into. Starting off with Warzone 2, we're getting a new map called Ashika Island, which is supposed to be a new map with a lot less playing space, similar to Alcatraz Island in Blackout and Warzone 1. This map is getting introduced with the return of Warzone 1's Resurgence mode, which is basically automatic, limited respawns in Battle Royale. This new Warzone content comes with the return of the 1v1 gulag, and something called a Restore Honor mechanic. Oh, and a boat, but who fucking cares? DMZ is getting Ashika Island as well with a new boss fight named the Bomb Maker. Looking into multiplayer, we've got Dome from MW2, the museum map from the beta that got cut because Activision didn't own the rights to use the real museum the map is based off in the game, and there's some ground war maps from Warzone, whatever. New modes, new weapons, new stuff to buy, even though I've already paid $90 for the game. I should be unlocking this stuff and not paying for it, Activision. Alright, so now we got what we're looking into in order. Let's see what it's all about. So, Ashika Island. What's it like compared to Al Mazrah? I'm gonna be honest, I like it more. Gunfights are 10 times more common, and it makes the game a lot more fun for someone who's not really into battle royales. My team kept wanting to drop by the port, so I didn't get to see too much of the castle. But overlooking the map while dropping in, I'll admit it looks really nice. I gotta give it to the art team for this one. I played the Resurgence mode, and I like it. I'd actually be open to playing it more in the future. Being able to respawn after a short wait and also being able to see more players due to them being able to respawn after a short wait makes things a lot more fast paced, which I'm a fan of. However, because I spent a lot of time with Resurgence, I didn't get to see the 1v1 gulag. But I'll give my opinions on it. I mentioned in my Warzone 2 review that I really liked the 2v2 gulag, so reverting it back to the original 1v1 gulag just doesn't sit with me. So what was that restoring honor mechanic I mentioned? Well, it's actually the most groundbreaking feature that the update has to offer. See, when you die, you'll drop a dog tag, and if you go back to the location of your death, or your teammate does, and you or your teammate picks it up, you'll get a small cash bonus and one singular UAV ping. What? Why are you guys excited about that? That's such a crazy and new and awesome feature. Just kidding, Activision, this is stupid. The fact that you delayed the update and this is what you delivered actually boggles my mind. Like, this is such a dumb feature. So we got two maps that people actually want to play. Sorry, Ground War. These two maps are Dome from MW2 and Museum, the map that was in the beta. First, let's start with Dome. I don't know why, but this version of Dome feels so much smaller than the original. I remember this map in MW2 having plenty of paths to run down and flank your enemies, but this version just feels like there's two paths and one of them is blocked by boxes and cars and shit. Other than that, I mean, it's Dome. We've seen this map before. There's not much I can say about it. I don't mind it. The second map, however, I don't like. I didn't play the beta, so this is my first time playing Museum, and wow, another miss from Infinity Ward. There's just too much open space and too many sniper spots. It's not like Standoff in Black Ops 2 where you can navigate through the buildings to avoid sniper fire, because 90% of the map is outside of those buildings. There's not enough cover to avoid getting fucking beamed. Hey, remember the UI update that Infinity Ward promised us? Because they sure as hell don't. Let's take a look at the weapons. Here's the ISO Hemlock. I actually don't mind the design of this gun, aside from the iron sights. Other than that, it looks a lot like the ICR from Black Ops 3 and 4, which I love. And here's the new shotgun, the KV Broadside. I'm a huge fan of the fact that it looks exactly like the Vaznev. That's not confusing at all. Okay, let's check out Ranked. If you were watching a video from me during 2020, I would be all over this, but now I've changed the way that I play games, and especially what games I do play, and I just don't really care for Ranked. I also don't understand why this is such a late addition to the game. This should have been in the game from day one, so that the people who hit level 55 still have something to work towards. I'm not following the pro scene as much anymore, so I'm not up to date on all the restrictions they have, but man, they suck. No wonder Scump and all those guys quit. Where's the fun in only using like one pistol? I don't really have much to say about Ranked. It's kind of just multiplayer with a ranked system. Like, what can I say about it? So there we have it, Modern Warfare 2's second content season, and you're probably thinking, wow, that review sucked, you barely talked about anything. And yeah, I didn't really say much. On top of that, there wasn't really much for me to talk about. A fucking boat was one of the features promised. Do you want me to talk about how epic and awesome the boat is? A majority of the content in this update is just recycled content. The community already had Museum, and we've had Dome since 2011. I didn't even have a section for DMZ because the Warzone map is just reused for that mode. Like, do I just say the same stuff I said about Warzone? Listen, I think the best thing about this update is Ashika Island and Resurgence, but aside from that, this update's a snoozer. It's just a bunch of rehashed garbage, or it's super simplistic stuff that isn't really worth returning to the game for.